Hey, Jensen,
Hi.
what are you doing?
I don't know. What are you doing?
I don't know. What are you doing? God, you
Stop
still
yelling at
have
me.
that. You still have that enormous beard.
Yeah, what's happening with your face? I can't.
I forgot that that was still on.
Oh, did you?
Yes, I did. Hold on, hold on. We're gonna stop that. Hi, Jensen Ackles.
Ah, hey, there he is.
Hi, my dear friend. How are you?
I'm lovely, man. How are you?
Yeah, I'm really good too. How's shooting going?
uh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? What's it like to work with professional actors?
It incredibly refreshing. Um, it's and it's well, I will say this. It's incredibly refreshing to know that we're not the only wildly unprofessional set out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That
I
is
think
nice to hear.
I think Eric Kripke has really defined himself well with hiring complete jackoffs to somehow tell his stories.
That
So
must be such a
I'm
relief for
fitting
you.
right in.
Yeah, yeah. I because I know early on you were like worried that like you were gonna have to act like a professional and be responsible.
Yeah,
and
no, that got taken away.
that went out the window.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's good news. I'm really happy for you. So you're still in Toronto and you're still not able to come back and forth across the border, right? At least through the end of June or something like that.
We are still in lockdown. Stay-at-home orders got extended into June. And yeah, it's I'm looking out amongst the city right now, and it's quiet.
Dead
It's been quiet since I got here.
Wow. So that means that you aren't able to see your kids, right?
Nope, I haven't seen them in 8 weeks.
Dude, that sucks. I'm sorry. That's really hard.
It's the longest I've ever gone without seeing
my I'm
children.
so sorry. They're actually going to be bigger when you see them next. They will have grown.
So JJ has her birthday is the 30th is coming up next weekend, and she turns 8, and literally she's been for weeks saying that all she wants for her birthday is for her dad to come home.
Buddy, that's kind of heartbreaking. I'm so sorry.
I get to cry myself to sleep every time I FaceTime her, which she calls me every day. It tells me good night. But that's
really hard.
One, it's a tough one.
It's almost like being deployed.
Yeah, I mean,
for Eric, but for Eric Kripke's show, instead of saving the world, you're pretending to save the world.
I don't have like there's not an opportunity for me to die.
That's true.
My life is not in peril every time I step out the door. So that's a major difference. But yeah, no, I'm gone, and I don't know when I'll see them again.
Oh man, I'm really sorry. That sucks.
Yeah.
I'll go visit your family for you.
Yeah. Everybody, can you please write the Ontario government and say, hey, maybe let's not have a 2-week quarantine regulation, especially for those who are fully vaccinated.
Those who are vaccinated. I don't understand why they don't have to update stuff for that. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
It's it's a little it's a little blanket regulation right now, and I'm not here to rock the boat. I'm a guest in their country, and I respect that, but it sucks for me.
I don't know. You've been in their country for so long that you've been there for almost 20 years now. I feel like you can count yourself as a Canadian, and you can rock the boat a little bit.
I actually work for the Intelligence Bureau. I'm not an actor at all. I'm just simply a spy.
It's a very good undercover operation that you're running. It's become a very well-known celebrity. No one would suspect that you're actually gathering information from the American government.
Now that I'm fully incognito, nobody knows who I
am. Do you find people probably don't recognize you because you're not only bearded, but you have a mask on?
Yeah, the mask is,
and you're hulking.
Yeah.
And you're muscular. You're not the skinny little wimp that I once worked with.
No, yeah. Times are changing, my friend. Yeah, it's I would say the recognition has completely gone out the window.
God, that must be devastating.
But the mask too, and the mask, you know, it's like this. So you just have this like beard crawling out of the bottom.
There's nothing creepier looking than men with large beards and the mask on.
It's awful.
It looks like.
But what's even worse is when you take the mask off and you have this dent like in your beard.
It's like hat head on beard head.
It is. It's like hat head on your face. It's the worst.
Jensen, I miss you so much, man. It's so nice to see your face.
You too, brother. Yeah, it's funny. I was just texting back and forth with Jared, and he's he's off doing his. It's like everybody's off doing their things right now, and I really can't wait until we get the opportunity, and I'm assuming that'll be some convention in the near future where we can all get back together and hug each other without without the social distancing and the hand sanitizer and the mask. I'm really looking forward to that. It's been tough, man.
Yeah. It's got to be particularly tough for you right now, just being away from your family with that. Honestly, I mean, I know you're very stoic about these sort of things, but that's got to be really hard.
Yeah, it's
all right. Well, we're supposed to be just kicking things off here, Jensen.
Okay, what are we doing?
Let's launch people into what they're doing. So today we're doing like this very, very short mini Gish hunt, and we have a few luminaries such as yourself here. And Rob Benedict is doing a concert at noon Pacific, and Bobak Ferdowsi, who I've known for many years, who is he's basically like the celebrity of NASA. He's a NASA scientist who is going to be doing a robot engineering seminar.
Is this the person
at One Pacific? What's that? No, that's Dave Lavery. But Bobak,
that was Dave.
Bobak works with Dave.
Got it.
And yeah. So anyway, if Daniil and the kids want to log in for a little robot building session, it could be actually super fun. And then there's a silent disco. I'm not quite sure how that works, but if people want to join that's at 2:30, and a cupcake decorating session with.
I think it's silent disco. Isn't it silent disco? Silent disco looks like this.
That's exactly what
Right.
We just did a little. That's a free sample of the silent disco, and then Jewel is going to be doing a little concert.
Who?
Jewel, you've heard of her, the musician. Actually, isn't Jewel? Is your family still in Colorado?
Still in the mountains.
In the mountains?
No, they're back home in Austin right now. But yeah, I believe Jewel is a fellow
Colorado mountaineer. Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. I love Jewel. She's awesome.
Yeah,
that's cool, man. I might have to tune in for that, learn a few things.
Yeah. And then I have one other. This is sort of the big ticket item that I want to draw everyone's attention to right now. So the big fundraiser that we're trying to push for this event is to help people in India right now. I think a lot of us are in the States or in countries that have improved our COVID situation quite a bit. Mm-hmm. The US is starting to open up all over the place. Obviously, Canada is completely under lockdown still, but that is probably just to keep Jensen from causing trouble there. But in India, there's the highest rate of COVID death in the world, and the hospitals are completely overrun. There's not enough oxygen to go around. There's not enough doctors, nurses, or PPE to go around, and it's really kind of the war zone on the final battle lines of the pandemic. And so we are partnering up with an organization called Viva, which has traditionally worked in the space of early childhood development nonprofit work in India, but they have they've course corrected for the pandemic, and they are bringing PPE and oxygen and food to hard hit villages and communities. And so we've set a goal, a very modest goal, which I hope we're going to blow out of the water, of sending them $25,000. And that is item number, I have to find it on my computer here. Item number 5. So guys, try to bolster that. Everybody who's participating, try to get their friends and family to make contributions to this, because we literally will, with $25,000, we will actually save a few lives. And the more we can do, the more we can help. It's just an awful situation over there. And it's easy, I think, for a lot of us to forget that this pandemic is still raging. Certainly in the US now, people seem to have moved on from it, but it's still raging in a lot of parts of the world, and India is hardest hit. So that's where we're going to focus our attention. And this is the shortest Gish hunt we've ever done.
It's Charlie, buddy, find a razor, shave that. What's happening?
Charlie,
yeah.
you got
a ways to go.
I could never get to your level. I could feel it.
I didn't know this would happen. Just FYI. Sorry, mate. We're being serious, and I'm being.
No. Well, I was done with my seriousness. You obviously have had implants, Jensen.
Clearly.
Beard implants
as well.
I feel like I just stapled a ferret to my face at certain days. Like I don't. I have more products now for this than my hair, like any other, like in the shower, it looks like a beard store. Because you've got to like.
Can I ask, what do you do? Yeah, what kind of products go into a beard like that?
You gotta have beard wash, right? Which is different than shampoo or regular body wash. So you got to have beard wash. You have to have beard conditioner. Then when you get out, you've got to have beard balm, beard butter, beard oil.
No.
And then
what happens if
Charlie,
you don't have beard oil?
This is when you know your beard has gotten long. Is when you graduate from the beard brush, which is a tight kind of bristled brush, to just a simple hairbrush.
Oh. That's another level.
Brushing my beard is with a hairbrush,
like a horse brush, like a horse brush.
Yeah.
What happens if you don't apply the beard oil?
Then it looks like Charlie's head.
It's Christmas. It's Christmas for me. It's just.
Yeah. It all goes out this way, and you look like a cartoon.
Boy, I had no idea.
I didn't either.
Went into it.
I've never had this in my life.
You innocently, did you know going into this that the character was it scripted as bearded, or did you want to?
No, it was something I'd spoken with just kind of casually with Kripke, and he was like, "Yeah, when we find you, your character is going to have been essentially, locked away for years." So I was like, well, would it make sense to have like a long beard, long hair, like kind of Castaway-esque? And he was like, yeah, let's do that. He's like, can you grow a beard? I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know.
And so it got to a point where I like sent him a picture, and he was like, oh, I love it. Keep going as much as you can. I was like, all right. So, but I do get at a certain point in the story,
you're gonna shave.
I get groomed up, and that's coming up here in a couple of weeks. So unfortunate, fortunate, I don't know. I've gotten used to it now, so I'm probably gonna miss it. But you're
gonna mourn it. You got to mourn the beard. Lay it to rest.
I'm gonna put it in like a Ziploc and just keep it in the fridge.
You have enough beard hair that you could actually have it made into a sweater of some sort.
Yeah.
Sounds like a Gish thing.
And I've kind of kept the neck, the bottom here, just trimmed up because this gets really annoying and gross. So I've just about an inch up the neck there, and just that amount has been like crazy. Just grooming that
just
amount.
trimming that.
Yeah, and also the mustache, like, because otherwise I'd just be eating. I'd look like Richard Spade. I would just be eating my mustache all day long. And that's, by the way, that like this stuff right here, this gets
that's
like
pure gold.
It
goes
like,
in your teeth.
You eat an apple or something. Yeah, we lost Charlie. You eat an apple and like the hair just go there. You're just like
You've got a little gray in there too, don't you? Is that a little gray coming in right there? A couple of wisps.
Those are my. I've earned those. Those are my like war stripes.
Mine is. It's almost all.
Yeah,
gray
you're just old man.
Something
now.
happened to me.
Wow.
Look at my sideburns.
See, this is what happens when I don't see you for the better part of a year.
I got incredibly stressed out by not seeing you, and I went gray.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Are you playing music?
I have. Look at this. I got. This is Steve and I's new album cover that came out a couple weeks ago. And he and I are still we have Zoom writing sessions now because that's all we can
great.
do.
You can do that. Is your album was released 2 weeks ago?
On the May 7th, I think it came out.
Oh my God, I can't believe I missed the memo on that. Is it just the like vinyl out, or is it all released now?
No, it's all actually the vinyl is not out yet, but it's all out digitally. The vinyl, because apparently every recording artist had nothing to do but write during 2020. So a million albums are going to be released in like basically this year, and all of them went to press. And there's only a few vinyl press companies in the States, and so they're basically back ordered. Because they got so much material. Right. So our vinyl press it should happen like the end of the summer. But the album's out digitally.
Who would have thunk that in 2021 the vinyl industry would be at total capacity?
Yeah.
Backlog.
Yeah. If anybody out there is like thinking about opening a vinyl press, they should do it now because
that's amazing.
It would kill. Yeah.
Well, Jensen, so nice to see you.
You too, my friend.
Thanks for joining us. It's so nice to see you.
Always a pleasure. Where are you? I don't even know where you are anymore.
I'm in Ojai, California.
Oh, you're in Ojai.
Yeah.
Oh.
Did you ever spend time in Ojai?
I did.
You were near there.
I enjoy Ojai quite a bit. I've camped up there. I've spent weekends up there. It's a special place.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah.
It's like a little hippie community with a bunch of tourists that come through. We grow avocados and oranges, and then in the summer it gets so hot that you actually wilt on the vine walking a block. So
but then you just drive to Santa Barbara and go to the coast.
That's right.
Yeah. You know what? It reminds me. It was funny. I was talking to somebody yesterday about. I was talking to Phil. I had dinner with Phil Segricha last night, and we were talking about Marfa, and Ojai kind of reminds me. It's like the California Marfa.
Yeah, I've never been to Marfa, but I want to go badly. How far is that from Austin?
It's a haul. It's about 6 hours.
Okay. Everything's 6 hours in Texas.
Yeah, everything's 6 hours. Yeah, your neighbor is 6 hours in Texas.
Right.
It's I don't know if I told you, I drove through there last fall by myself. I took a road trip from I had to go to LA for something, and then I drove back in an effort not to fly, and COVID was really bad, and I was like, I'll just rent a car and drive. So I did a road trip by myself, and I actually made a point to go through Marfa, and I went there and just spent some time. And at a certain point, I took some amazing photos there because it just lends itself to being photographed. So it's that kind of a place. And at a certain point, I should like print those up. But It is a really, really cool, and it reminds me of that feeling you get when you go to Ojai. It just has, it's just a special place.
Yeah. Marfa, for those of you who don't know, is like it's like the art capital of the Western U.S., but it's a small town.
It's a map dot in southwest Texas, which is it's like desert and mountains. It's really, really beautiful.
So cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna come visit you guys in Austin sometime soon.
Please do.
Love you, my friend.
It's so fun to hear, like, my wife and friends and stuff. They're all going out and like having dinners and going to concerts and stuff. And it's like, yeah, that's nice. I can't even go get a coffee here. Yeah. It's but hopefully Ontario will, they'll
it'll happen.
Get the numbers down and they can open back up, because I know people here are really feeling it, especially like the weather is now nice here and everybody's like,
oh yeah, God, that's so hard. Yeah.
There's a desire certainly from everyone here to kind of get out and about, but it's fingers crossed. The virus is still very much alive. Everybody's got to do their part.
Amen. Everybody get vaccinated. All right, Jensen. Thanks for being here.
I'm gonna go sit on my couch for the rest of the day.
Okay. Bye.
All right. Bye.